How Apuleius was taken and put in prison for murder. When morning was come, and that I was awaked from sleep, my heart burned sore with remembrance of the murder I had committed the night before, and I rose and sate down on the side of the bed with my legs across, and wringing my hands, I wept in most miserable sort. For I imagined with myself, that I was brought before the judge in the judgment place, and that he awarded sentence against me, and that the hangman was ready to lead me to the gallows. And further I imagined and said, Alas, what judge is he that is so gentle or benign, that will think that I am unguilty of the slaughter and murder of these 3 men? Howbeit the Assyrian Diophanes did firmly assure unto me, that my peregrination and voyage hither should be prosperous. But while I did thus unfold my sorrows, and greatly bewail my fortune, behold, I heard a great noise and cry at the door, and in came the magistrates and officers, who commanded 2 sergeants to bind and lead me to prison, whereunto I was willingly obedient, and as they led me through the street, all the city gathered together and followed me, and although I looked always on the ground for very shame, yet sometimes I cast my head aside and marveled greatly that among so many thousand people, there was not one but laughed exceedingly. Finally, when they had brought me through all the streets of the city, in manner of those that go in procession, and do sacrifice to mitigate the ire of the gods, they placed me in the judgment hall, before the seat of the judges, and after that the crier had commanded all men to keep silence, and people desired the judges to give sentence in the great theatre, by reason of the great multitude that was there, whereby they were in danger of stifling. And behold, the priests of people increased still, some climbed to the top of the house, some got upon the beams, some upon the images, and some thrust their heads through the windows, little regarding the dangers they were in, so they might see me. Then the officers brought me forth openly into the middle of the hall, that every man might behold me. And after that the crier had made a noise, and willed all such that would bring any evidence against me should come forth, there stepped out an old man with a glass of water in his hand, dropping out softly, who desired that he might have liberty to speak during the time of the continuance of the water. Which when it was granted, he began his oration in this sort.